Hi folks, this is Vicki at patternprincess.com, and today I want to show you how to make this really cute, simple one yarn cake blanket. And this is nice for a lap blanket or a baby blanket. And I just love this, I don't know what you call it, like little dots or buttons here on the end, little balls. I just love this little pattern on it. And I'm going to show you how to make it. It's really simple. Once you get going, it just works up fast. It's one of those that you can watch TV. So I had actually, this is how much I have left. I had gotten a yarn cake. It's a Lion brand, Mandala. And this is color Elektro, Elektro. Elektro, and I think it's over, yes, it's a 1,181 yards. As you can see, I did not use the whole skein. I don't have enough left here. I might have had, but I just don't think that I had enough left here to make it around the last round. So I stopped when I thought I had enough and then made my little dot border. So I'm going to show you how to make this. I'm just going to do a couple, I don't know, 2-3 rounds, and then I'll show you how to make the dot border, okay? So first thing I'm going to do is get my slip knot on my hook. Get it on your hook, however is comfortable with you. This is with the method that I use, okay? And make sure you have your long tail here wrapped around your fingers, however you want to hold it. And we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and I'm using a size 8 I hook, okay, along with that yarn. And this is the yarn that's left over I'm using. So in that very first chain, we're going to insert our hook, and we're just going to work a slip stitch, okay? Now what we're going to do is our next stuff that we're going to be working, once we get into after we get past our first chain 3, all of our next stitches are going to be worked inside of this circle, okay? So we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. That counts as a double crochet. Now we're going to yarn over. Now we're going to go in that circle, and we're going to do 2 more. 1, 2. Okay, that chain 3 counted as a double crochet, so this is counting as 3 double crochet now. Now we're going to chain 1 and then do this 3 more times. So 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, and then 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, and my yarn is squeaky today. Chain 1. Okay, so now we have 3 sets of the 3 double crochet. We're going to do one last set here. 1, 2, 3, and our chain 1. Now we're going to go into that top chain of our first chain 3, insert your hook, and do a slip stitch. So what we have here is that it looks round right now, but it is actually a little square. This is your corner. The chain 1s is your corner squares right there, and then you have 4 sets of double crochet. All right, so the method that I'm going to use today, I do have another Granny Square method that has chain 3 in the corners, and I don't start in the corner every single time that I go around. In this particular pattern, I do, okay? And the way to do that is I'm already in that top chain over here. So now we're going to slip stitch into the next 2 stitches, and then slip stitch into that chain 1 space. Every single round you're going to be doing that step, because then you can't see the seam at all in your granny square. So that's kind of cool. So if you just take that little bit of a slip stitch over, you can't see it. So now we're going to chain 3, which counts as a double crochet. All right. And then 2 more double crochet. 1, 2, and then chain 1, and then 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, squeaky yarn and all. And then every time that you get to a chain, or I should say the double clusters of 3 double crochet, if you just keep in your mind, you should be doing a chain 1 above it, okay? So I did my chain 1. So we skip those 3 double crochet, and we're going to work right in that chain 1 space, yarn over. So this is our next corner, double crochet. We're going to do 2 more. Chain 1. And then this really helps bring out our corners though, the step that we're doing here. And then what you're doing in each corner, you will be doing this around every single round. This is what you work in the corners. It's a very repetitive pattern. The only thing that's different, we're going to chain 1 over our 3 double crochet, and then go into that chain 1 space and do this again. 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet. But it's really a nice repetitive pattern. Okay, chain 1, 1, 2, 3, and you can see how it's looking so far. Okay, and I chose to use a chain 1 in the corners just because I didn't want a large opening. And it's the same size, and you could do the sides if you wanted to without a chain, just going from in between the clusters of 3 double crochet, but I chose to use a chain 1 all the way around. So I'm going to chain 1, and then skip these 3, go into that last corner, do 3 double crochet, chain 1, and then 3 double crochet, okay, and then chain 1, skip those 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch into that top chain of that first chain 3. This round 2 is done. This is how it's looking. We are going to repeat this pattern, and your sides, the number of 3 double crochet clusters on your sides will continue to increase as you continue to add your rounds. The 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet in each corner will remain the same. The only thing that changes is the number of 3 double crochet and chain 1s that you do on each side. So what we're going to do is we're going to slip stitch over to the chain 1 space. So here's 1, 2, and then we're into that chain 1 space. Now we chain 3. See, this is a repeating pattern. And then 2 double crochet. And chain 1. And then 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we're going to chain 1. So now on the side, now we have a chain 1 on the side. So now we're going to work our 3 double crochet there. And again, every time that you get over, if you think of it in your head, every time you're over a 3 double crochet cluster, you should be chaining 1. Excuse me. So that is the part that'll change, remember, is the number of 3 double crochet clusters. Chain 1, and then we go to the corner, and we work our 3 double crochet, chain 1, and 3 double crochet. Whoopsies. Get this right here. And then chain 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, chain 1, skip those 3 double crochet, and work a 3 double crochet cluster right inside of the chain 1 space on the side. Chain 1, skip those 3, we're in the corner, so now we do 3 double crochet, chain 1, and 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm going to continue these 2 sides and I'll meet you right back here, and then we're going to show you how to do the bobble stitch on the end, okay? Okay, we have done 1, 2, 3 rounds. When I count my rounds, I usually I pick a lane, whichever lane you want, and I just count 1, 2, 3. So it's really easy to count your rows and see where you are. Okay, so I'm going to show you now how to do this part. I'm going to remind you what it looks like. This part right here, in every chain 1 space, including the corners, all right, I do this bobble stitch. So it's the same pattern all the way around, whether you're working in a corner or a side, doesn't matter, okay? So I should have probably maybe used a different yarn, but hopefully you're going to see this. All right, so we're going to do our slip stitch and the next 2 stitches. 1, 2, and then into that chain 1 space on the corners. So right, we've been doing that all along. Now we're going to work our first bobble stitch. We're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Yarn over. In that first chain space, we're going to work like a double crochet part of the way done. So I'm going to back it up. So I had yarned over, insert my hook, yarn over, bring it through, yarn over and go through 2 loops, and then hold. You got 2 loops on the hook. Do it again. Yarn over. We're going to do it a total of 5 times. That's 1, 2, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, bring it through 2 loops. 3, you have 4 loops on the hook. Yarn over, bring it through 2 loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And when you're done, you should have 6 loops on your hook. Okay, we've done it 5 times, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yarn over, bring it through all, and I try and keep this kind of like as loose as I can. Kind of pull it up a little bit each time. Go through all of the loops, fold it over. I fold it over this way, insert my hook, grab the yarn, and do a slip stitch. 1 is done. Now we slip stitch into this next 3 stitches. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to slip stitch into the chain 1 space, and now we're going to work our next bobble. So it's 1, 2, 3. Yarn over, go into that first chain, yarn over, bring it through, yarn over, go through 2 loops, and do it again 4 more times. 2, 3, I hadn't gone through both loops on that one. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 loops on the hook. Yarn over, bring it through all 6. Insert your hook and finish it off with a slip stitch. Slip stitch into the next 3 double crochet stitches. 2, 3, and then into that chain 1 space, and you're ready to make your next bobble. This is what you do all the way along. When you come to this side, you just end it right here with a slip stitch right where you started. You just slip stitch into there, and then you're going to weave in your yarn. And that is how you work this really cute blanket. I'm going to have to go take pictures of it today at my daughter's house. And my grandson is sure to grab this and think it's his. So enjoy the pattern. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Take care.